Don't mind the thunder and lightning, it's just the storm. I've got a very nervous dog who is going to be laying as close as possible to me with his cold. So if you hear wheezing throughout this entire production, trust me, I'm taking him to the vet on Tuesday. Welcome back to Watching the Wall, where we're in the middle of a bit of a storm here because I have very strong feelings about something the world also had very strong reactions to. There was a certain dominant cultural force when I was in college that annoyed the heck out of me because vampires used to be cool, and then they became Twilight. This series of books decided I'm going to completely change what cinema for young adults is going to look like for the next 10 years, and boy howdy did it. It was a flooded market, and everything that touched this did well. So it's like, this is a surefire formula. So when the Twilight saga ended, they thought, we need something else. We need the next big Twilight. So they decided to make beautiful creatures. Honestly, oh yeah, look at that. Very pasty people against this beautifully intricate background, lots of desaturation all around. Yeah, I see the formula and I think I know exactly what I'm in for. Let's read the back. A strange recurring dream haunts Ethan Waite in his sleep, but he prefers anything to his waking life. Trapped in a small, conservative southern town with his withdrawn father, Ethan desperately wants to escape. Then the beautiful Lena Duquesne arrives at his school and mysterious events begin to occur. Lena has a secret. She is a caster with powers beyond her control. Worse, when she reaches her 16th birthday, she will be claimed by either the light or the dark, and there is no escaping her fate in this supernatural love story based on the best-selling book series. Yeah, I swear they even captured something that looked just like Bella and Edward kissing. It's kind of gross, actually. So, how do we start?
I imagine all kinds of things lately. Sometimes I'm Billy Pilgrim from Vonnegut's banned book Slaughterhouse-Five. To be unstuck in time, in a constant state of stage fright, never knowing what part of my life I'd have to act in next.
Ethan's a banned book reader, almost exclusively. I have to ask, the Fountainhead got banned? Fascinating. He's well-read. He listens. He understands. I mean, just talk about a trifecta compared to the comparison. I am not the producers of this movie. I am not Warner Brothers. I'm saying, if you go into this thinking, oh, this is just going to be Twilight, but with a different supernatural creature, you are going to be disappointed. About the only similarities they have is there are two pasty white kids who are falling in love. Ethan's frustrated with his life in Gatlin, South Carolina. He spent the summer broken up from his girlfriend Emily, who is a real peach.
I didn't call, but I missed you. Hey, no big deal. How's about you and I go see a movie or something? Just, oh, that would be just heaven.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, as long as I get to go without you. Emily is well acted. In fact, every role in this movie is well acted. It's got 3 Oscar winners for crying out loud. Jeremy Irons, Viola Davis, Emma Thompson. It's stacked. Ethan's preparing for a long junior year where eventually he'll reconcile with his girlfriend he broke up with, because, well, what else he's going to do in this small town? And then she walks in the room.
You will need to select a topic for a term paper based on materials covered in chapters 12.
Is that her? Must be. What is she wearing? She looks like this eating a cracker.
She, who bears a striking resemblance to all the visions he's been having as he dreams.
I want her, no matter what happens. But I never get to her. And then I die.
Well, that's the darkest wet dream ever. I might need to scrap this whole thing, so let's just have this conversation now. I love this movie. They stripped down some characters from the novel. They simplified a lot of things so it was easier to digest for a mass audience. But at its core, they couldn't stop the fact that these characters are interesting. Lena Duquesne, as played by Alice Englert, is the bookish girl that most of us nerdy guys fall in love with. Standoffish, independent, and wants to be left alone.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just came to see if you're okay.
What for?
I don't know. You okay?
Yeah,
Thanks.
you can go now.
This is the last of many transfers that she's had to a new school, and exactly the same kind of discrimination is happening. From everybody except for Ethan.
Ravenwood. Isn't it?
Mama says nobody's seen old man Ravenwood leave that creepy house in years. Mama says it's because he's a devil worshiper.
Actually, it's Duquesne.
Well, now that's an out-and-out lie. I happen to know for a fact that you're making Ravenwood's niece.
Oh, bless your heart, sugar. You must have been first in your litter.
Beautiful Creatures has a much more open and accepting mindset. The people who are religiously going against Lena and her family, they're the ones who are out of line in this.
Mama says devil worshippers hate fresh air. Makes them choke.
Well, we all know it makes you choke.
Damn, Link! Are you sure you're supposed to be in a PG-13 movie? After they're meet-cute over some obscure poetry that he doesn't understand but is willing to learn.
Some lose all mind. Hold on. Some lose all soul and become mind. Some lose all mind and become soul. Oh man, I memorized this whole thing to impress you. Damn.
You can't help it.
What?
Fitting in anywhere. Drooling tongue.
I never know whether you're insulting me or not.
So Ethan's actor actually did forget that line, and that cover-up and reaction from Alice, that was actually real. I think it's a cute touch. The director of this, whose name is below because I will never be able to pronounce it, also wrote the screenplay adaptation of the novel. On a fairly modest $50 to $60 million budget, not a firm number, no one has it, he constructed quite a number of practical effects. Set dressing in this, absolutely beautiful when it comes to the Ravenwood Manor.
Mr. Wake, make yourself comfortable. It's so rarely we get visitors from our beloved Yachtman.
Don't be a snob.
Is that fireplace for cremating people? You fit a whole casket in there. Lena Duquesne lives at Ravenwood Manor, where her Boo Radley-esque uncle is hiding out. There's a lot of literary metaphor in the beginning of this, and I wish it continued throughout. You get to see how Ethan, through his bookish nature surprising her, reaches out to her inner nerd, and they start to connect, despite the fact that she is extremely hesitant to.
You, Bukowski? He any good?
Define good.
Ethan discovers that she's actually what they call a caster.
Lena? Are you a witch?
No. I mean, calling us witches is like calling the smart kids geeks or the athletes jocks. We prefer the term caster. I didn't mean to break those windows. My powers have gotten stronger.
And when she turns 16, what happens to be at the end of the year, she's going to turn into either a light caster or a dark caster. The light casters are good, dark casters are bad. She's going to have that chosen for her, and she has no say in the matter. I only bring this up because specifically in the movie, she says this about her uncle.
That's why Macon brought me here.
Wait, what's making?
He's a dark caster, but he's choosing to be light for me now.
He can choose? Then why can't you?
They say that a female caster's true nature chooses for her. I don't know why.
Women are powerless in what powers they possess. But I'm not going to harp on it too long, because the movie does make good on this. Lena is going to turn either into a light or a dark caster, and she doesn't know which way she's going to go. And it's going to happen soon, so she can't get too attached to anybody, especially because this kind of stuff keeps happening around her.
Stop it. Girls, I'm telling you this right now. You stop it now.
Things among us who serve
Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking.
Christian belief.
I am going to
Please,
take
Jesus, help me! Save me from this!
I'll never understand how they went through so much trouble to do this practically and it ended up looking so fake. Who was in charge of post-production to make this look cheaper? Ethan and Lena spend a lot more time together and eventually start to realize they have a fondness for one another. Not only has he been dreaming of her, she's been dreaming of him. They share a connection. A deep connection that goes back to the Civil War.
Well, consider this an early Sweet 16 present.
Oh, it's the dial of destiny. These two kids really are drawn to each other in an organic, natural way that even for a movie doesn't feel that rushed. You see the steps of the relationship build until eventually that first kiss happens. And it's as though neither one can contain themselves because they just feel that connection with the other. And I do too as the audience. It's not forced. They just kind of interlock perfectly. They have chemistry. Oh my god, a YA movie where the main romantic couple has chemistry! But it's in Act 2 that we start to see a lot of the exposition that's required for building the world to take place. Amma, who takes care of Ethan because his father has not come out of the room since his mother died. I would elaborate on it more, but the movie literally just has him off screen. Which is unfortunate because he apparently was cast, had lines, had scenes, but they just cut it all from the movie. And they didn't even include it in the deleted scenes. The deleted scenes are almost exclusively Emmy Rossum making out with underage kids. What the hell? Wow. I thought, oh, they needed to add more. No, I'm glad they cut these. There was so much more convoluted stuff in here. Side note, this DVD is the laziest one I've reviewed so far. 2013, the beginning of the stock DVD setups. There's the photo of the cast, the music from the score, and hey, just slap a banner across the bottom saying, what do you want? No thought was put in behind this. The only special features we get are a handful of deleted scenes, most of them with Emmy Rossum. I feel the most conflicted about her, actually. She feels the most stock and cliched, but she's acted well, so I can't really fault Emmy for it. I think it's just the writing. Your goth girlfriend supporting you at the track meet. Emmy's character Ridley is a siren. She gets men to do what she wants, even if they're not looking directly at her. Oh, I hate it when your allergies act up while you drive. Anything would be better than that itch and irritation. Maybe not anything. I'll say the movie actually only talks about her powers being specific. Which is weird, because this whole middle section is exposition, and yet nothing about the powers, aside from the curse, is explicitly explained. Macon can do some kind of weird future sight on people. Lena's grandmother can do the chin wobble.
Why is it?
No idea what that effect's supposed to be. I guess if you just don't explain how the powers work, then you don't have to rationalize why some powers happen and some don't. But I really wish they would elaborate on Seraphine. See, the whole reason that Lena's been having trouble at these schools is because her mom, Seraphine, has been stalking her. See, her mom that she thought was dead, because she was told that her mom was dead, but she wasn't actually dead. This is the dumbest part of the movie. Seraphine, you see, is one of the most powerful dark casters ever because she doesn't have a body.
Well, I would have expected to find you in something a little more chic.
Oh, come on, Megan. She's perfect. She's a pillar of the community.
That pillar is Emma Thompson, so have that. It's beautiful to watch her work. Not explaining that the powers are different and that you have limitations on what you can do based on whether you're dark or light actually does hurt the entire premise of the film. Like, what's such a big deal that she has to choose light or dark if it seems like light and dark have similar power suites? But maybe they don't, because most of what we see from the light casters comes from Macon, who was a dark caster who chose light. But does that mean he doesn't have access to dark powers anymore? Or does he just not have as much focus on them and the light powers are kind of new to him too? Is he a 50-50 split? Is this getting to the end of Infamous and choosing the opposite alignment that you weren't the entire time? So you suddenly are taking on the final boss with like a meek power set that does nothing? But putting that aside, you get to see how these two have a connection that runs so deep, and I buy, they actually care about each other more than themselves.
I have been chased, spun, hypnotized, paralyzed, and damn near killed by your family. I've been going out of my mind for the last 2 weeks, and now your mother shows up on my doorstep and damn near gives me a heart attack. But you know what? I don't care about them, about the curse. You are not going dark, and you are not losing me. No matter what you do, no matter what they do to me, I'm still here. Now, what does that tell you?
It's heartwarming and tragic at the same time. It's teenage romance in a nutshell.
What are you smiling at?
Lena, you're a miracle. Why would you ever want to be normal?
Yeah, all this behind the scenes stuff I'm showing you, YouTube, 11 years ago, for part of the promotion. Just someone holding a camcorder getting goofed at by the actors. What was even the point of having the special features at all? You barely put anything on it. This movie is 2 hours long, but there wasn't an hour plus of deleted scenes to watch. You could have fit some more. Also found some interviews that they did about this movie for promotion, and they were uncomfortable with some comparisons.
And everybody, of course, is saying this is the next Twilight, the next big thing. How do you guys respond to that?
It's so weird because we responded to that so many times, and yet I can never remember what I said.
It's, you know, it's the same genre, it's the same demographic, and hopefully that's like a good problem to have.
I think that's what sank it. To the people who went in wanting more Twilight, they were going to be disappointed because they're thinking, well, these aren't vampires. I want to see my vampire forbidden love. Give me a mortal loving a vampire. That's all I need. Some vacant stares, some hot people playing baseball. I'm set. Beautiful Creatures has a mind to it. It has a lot of depth. And it has probably my most heartbreaking goodbye I've ever seen from a couple. Lena, with help from Ethan, finds the library where she can do research to figure out what the curse is and how to break it. Because no one's being clear with her. I guess you're not going to tell her what the thing that might change her life would be. That would just be too convenient. And she discovers that the only way for the curse to be broken, you need to sacrifice one that you love, to no longer have all the women in the lineage be claimed by the dark. So Lena does exactly what you'd think she'd do.
What do you wish for every year that you never get?
Oh, well, no. No, it's not. You're gonna think I'm so not cool.
It's okay, I don't think you're cool now.
Third time watching it, I fall in love with it again. Am I a 16-year-old girl? Is this made for me?
How am I gonna survive a lifetime of you surprising me?
She takes the love of her life. She takes her first love, the one that she can't imagine her life without,
Hear how quiet it is?
and wipes herself from his memory. Ethan's not really in the climax. She spared him.
Goodbye, Ethan.
It blows me away that this whole movie was just tossed in the bin saying Twilight knockoff, not interested. If they just let it stand on its own feet and the strength of the characters' interactions, I think we would have not only had a sequel, we would have had a complete franchise. There's a lot more books on it. And Warner Brothers actually did option the entire book series. They had plans to make this their next saga, the Beautiful Creature saga. Macon, secluded uncle who's protecting Lena from the entire world trying to take advantage of her, he in the book calls the humans beautiful creatures once he realizes what Ethan really feels about Lena. He'd given up on the people of Gatlin. The narrow-minded, you can't change your opinion for anything, you just are evil because you're not like us mentality. And Ethan broke the mold. He's open to Lena, accepts her as she is, even her dangerous lifestyle. He understands the risks going in and still wants to be connected with her. Maybe it is foolishness from youth, but he is sincere on wanting to be there for her, and he's going to be there for her as long as she wants him to be. And when she wipes his memory and puts him on the shelf, it breaks her heart. Doesn't stop Ridley from messing with it, though. Turns out Ridley and Seraphine have been in cahoots this entire time, and they've set up the perfect trap. Yeah, there's a Civil War reenactment in this, because it takes place in South Carolina, so of course there is. And during the reenactment, Link, under the mind control of Ridley, loads his musket with a real bullet.
One, two, three.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Per the prophecy, she knows the curse's price has been paid, and she knows that someone she loved has been slain. She immediately runs to Ethan. And that's where this screenplay really does excel. You see this symbolism throughout the entire thing. The movie literally opens with him running to this battlefield, finding the trinket, and then he falls in front of this old tree where some lightning will hit. And this lightning is a running through line for her character. She has these forces within her that can barely be contained.
I mean, killing you hurt you. Go ahead. Kill me.
And now here at the end, he's fallen once again, as mortally wounded as his ancestor, and man, I don't even want to tell you how it finishes. I'd spoil everything, and the end of this movie is just so beautiful. She has this thrust upon her, this absolute devastation of the one that she sent away who she loved, dying anyway, despite her not being involved in his life at all. And it turns out she did lose a loved one that day.
Stop.
Make it.
Stop this, please.
Megan, what have you done?
The curse had to be paid.
Macon actually understood her. He didn't like Ethan. He kept throughout the whole movie saying, you gotta stay away from this boy. This boy needs to be out of your life. But he understands that Ethan actually would do anything for her, and she would do anything for him. Just like he would do anything for Lena. He understood love. And he knew that this love was going to be used against her by her mother and Ridley and Ethan, still mind-wiped, is totally safe. He eventually runs into her at the library.
Hi. Lena, right?
Hi, yeah.
Ethan White.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry that we never got to hang, but I always wanted to tell you, I thought your poems and creative writing just really good.
Thanks. That's really nice of you to say.
It takes everything in her power to hold back. For 6 months, she's had to just be by him, interact with him, but in casual ways, and just be a non-entity in his life of this man that she understands inside and out. She's willing to pay that price so he can have a normal life. Man, I wish there was a sequel. Oh, this so badly needs a sequel. There were so many little moments in this the first time I watched it that I said, oh, well, that's kind of a plot hole. Oh, that's kind of a plot hole here. Upon second watch, I went, wait a second. This isn't plot hole. This is sequel explanation. You're putting in little details here that are going to be explored and further developed along the way to rise these characters up. They wanted to make this a franchise, and this was supposed to be the launch-off point. And oh, I wish it had worked. The plot points are simplified because they need to be accessible. The book is dumbed down, some characters combined so it is more easily consumed by the masses. But the heart of the story matters to the audience. I am rooting for this couple because I actually like them. They're real. They're engaging. If this movie had just divorced itself entirely from Twilight and said it was its own thing, I think more people would have gone to seen it, and this would have been a success. And I haven't even talked about the score. Oh, the score in this. Oh. So, buy it, stream it, lend it, or toss it. I'd stream it. Despite how much I love it, I can't really recommend buying the DVD because there's no meat on the bone. You can find more deleted scenes, behind the scenes interviews on YouTube. Oh my goodness, YouTube beat the DVD? That's not a good sign. But seriously, go listen to that soundtrack. It's all there. It is gorgeous. It's like a cooler version of True Blood. I love what they did with this. Thank you for watching The Wall with me. I really enjoy finding all these new treasures that I've owned for years sometimes. In fact, I don't even know when I picked up Beautiful Creatures. I think it was just the cover appealed to me. And it was in like the $5 bin, so why not? We'll try it. And then it just got set there and never touched again. If you have any comments, critiques, or changes, you can put them below or email me at theothersocio@gmail.com. Yes, I will read them. I have my spam folder open just in case. So until next time, I hope you like double entendres.
Whoa. You make anything, bro?
Because they're coming out of the woodwork. Bye for now! Oh god, this just begged for more elaboration. I need to read the story. I need to get the book and I need to read it. And I need to read the next and the next. Dang it! This series hooked me a good 12 years after it failed in the box office.